Welcome to the Einstein playoffs at the championship in Houston. Are you charged up? We are in for a full afternoon of exciting matches. It's been an incredible week. I'm at the sports desk here with my match analyst, Rene Haro. Welcome, Rene.
Hey, Blair. Happy to see you. So excited. Ready for super charged up.
This morning and early this afternoon, we had some incredible matches, and it's just the beginning. But before we get to those matches, we want to thank our sponsor, our championship sponsor, BAE Systems, and hear from them.
Imagine a world without direction. A place where destinations cannot be traversed. And exploring beyond our boundaries is no longer achievable. But you are the next generation of problem solvers, ensuring this doesn't become reality. To lead the world and sustain the future of innovation, we need more dreamers and creators like you. For decades, BAE Systems and FIRST have worked together to inspire the next generation of STEM innovators, ensuring you have the opportunity to explore, learn, and achieve, to develop unique problem-solving skills, building the confidence to make the impossible possible. You are the key to bringing all this to life, developing technology that hasn't even been dreamed of yet. Together, we're cultivating the future and building a world that you believe in.
A big thanks to BAE Systems for all their support this championship. I'm telling you, they supported a good one. Well, we have 15 states represented and 2 countries. Canada is still in the mix. And we have teams from Connecticut, Massachusetts, Missouri, Georgia, Virginia, Minnesota, Indiana, Florida, Illinois, California, Maine, Michigan, New York, New Jersey, and the great state of Texas. And those are just the teams on the field. We also have 6 other teams. They are our First Impact Award finalist teams, and they represent 3 states and 3 countries. We will be presenting the First Impact Award, the championship, a little bit later in the show. But right now, we'd like to recognize Team 3284, Camden Laser, from Camden, Missouri. Congratulations. Team 6865, Manitoulin Meadow, from Ontario, Canada. Team 5985, Project Bucephalus, from New South Wales, Australia. Team 321, the Robo-Lancers, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Hometown team 118, the Robonauts, from Houston, Texas. And coming in from Istanbul, Turkey, Team 5665, the Spark Team. A big congratulations to those First Impact Award finalists. Now, this is the end of this season's journey. We started back in January at the kickoff, very exciting. We played over 160 regional and district events, and we are here at the championship in Houston. And let's just take a quick look back at what this season's looked like.
And with that, please join me in welcoming our winning alliances from each division who will be facing off on energy and mass. First up, welcome your winning alliance from Newton. Starting off with our alliance captain from St. Peters, Missouri, it's 4329 Lutheran Robotics. Their partner from Cumming, Georgia, it's 1746 Auto. Next up from Burnsville, Minnesota, it's 3184 Blaze Robotics. And rounding out our Newton alliance, hailing from Richmond, Virginia, it's 5804 Torch. Next up, your winning alliance from Archimedes. First, give it up for your alliance captain, hailing from Milford, Connecticut. It's 8085 Mojo. They're partnered with a team from Littleton, Massachusetts, 6328 Mechanical Advantage. Next up from Los Gatos, California, it's 972 Iron Claw. And from Carson, California, it's 687 The Nerd Herd. Next, our winning alliance from Galileo. First, your alliance captain from Davis, California. It's 1678 Citrus Circuit. Their partner from Irvine, California, 3476 Code Orange. And hailing from West Lafayette, Indiana, it's 461 West Side Boiler Invasion. Rounding out our Galileo alliance from Miami, Florida, it's 59 Ram Tech. Next up, your winning alliance from the Hopper division. From Madera, California, your alliance captain, it's 1323 Madtown Robotics. Their partner from Ventura, California, give it up for 4414 High Tide. From Champaign, Illinois, it's 4096 Control Z. And rounding out our Hopper alliance from Guelph, Ontario, Canada, it's 2609 Beaver Works. Next up, please join me in welcoming our winning alliance from the Milstein division. First up, our alliance captain from Mason, Michigan, 3655 Tractor Technicians. And from Irvine, Texas, it's 6672 Fusion Core. Next up from Hightstown, New Jersey, it's 5895 Petty Robotics. Rounding out our Milstein alliance from Berkeley, California, 5419 Berkeleyans. Next up, please join me in welcoming your winning alliance from Curie. First, your alliance captain from Bucksport, Maine. It's 63-29, the Bucks Rad. They're partnered with a team from Greenville, Texas. It's 148 Robo Wranglers. They're partnered with a team hailing from Warren, Michigan. Give it up for Team 818, the Steel Armadillos. Last but not least on our Curie Alliance from Lake Orion, Michigan, it's 302 the Dragons. Next up, our alliance representing the Johnson Division, led by their captain from Grand Rapids, Michigan. It's 2075 Enigma Robotics. They're partnered with a team from Atascadero, California. It's 973 Greybot. Next up from Albion, Michigan, it's 9312 Nerd Spark. Rounding out our winning Johnson Alliance, hailing from Becker, Minnesota, it's 4607 CIS. And give it up for your next winning alliance, this time representing the Daily Division. From Lapeer, Michigan, your alliance captain, it's 5460 Strike Zone. They're partnered with a team hailing from Revere, Massachusetts. Give it up for 125 Neutron. Next up, a team from Southold, New York. It's 870 Team Right. Rounding out our daily alliance from Robbinsville, New Jersey, it's 2590 Nemesis.
All right, we've got a great collection of teams ready to play. This season was the Energize season, so we thought it's only appropriate to hear a few words from the United States Secretary of Energy.
Hello everyone, Jennifer Granholm here, the U.S. Secretary of Energy, and I'm coming to you from the Department of Energy, or as I like to call it, America's Solutions Department. We have over 100,000 of the best and brightest scientists and researchers and staffers on the planet chipping away at some of the world's greatest challenges, from creating the clean energy technologies that'll help us overcome climate change, to building the supercomputers that'll unlock new possibilities for AI and machine learning. If you think ChatGPT is cool, just you wait. Fundamentally, though, what we do every single day is exactly what you've been up to throughout this competition, which is tinkering and innovating to solve problems and using a heck of a lot of math and science along the way. It's hardly a surprise then that so many of the first competitors who have come before you have gone on to become engineers and entrepreneurs and even scientists and researchers at the Department of Energy, like Dr. Roderick Jackson, one of our National Renewable Energy Laboratory members, who's built 3D printed homes and driven advances in energy efficiency, and even mentored some of you throughout this competition. So here's what I want to ask all of you. If these last 4 days gave you a thrill, if working with your team excited you, if you've had fun, then I want you to hold on to that feeling. Make space for it, nurture it through the classes that you take and the books that you read and the events that you partake in. See where it leads you. And if a few years from now you realize your great passions are solving problems and serving your country, I hope you'll come find us at America's Solutions Department. Thank you all, and good luck.
And thank you to the Secretary of Energy. We have one thing before we play a match, and that is we want to recognize each of our 6 First Impact Award finalists and show their videos. So first up, let's watch the video from Team 3284, Camdenton Lasers from Camdenton, Missouri.
It's not about the pieces, but how they work together. Spanning the past 14 years, Laser 3284 has worked to establish the message of FIRST around the world. Laser's initiatives combine to be the defining pieces of our team. These pieces work in tandem to inspire change in and beyond the FIRST community. Every piece, like a mechanism, engages to move our team, a team that is reshaping the world. The foundational piece of 3284 is collaboration with our school and its organizations. By establishing a pipeline of all FIRST progressions and divisions, Laser ensures our program's sustainability and engages youth in STEM. Laser utilizes these foundational pieces to make an impact greater than ourselves. Building off the foundation set in our school, we drive change through the connections we make in our community. 3284 is dedicated to inspiring STEM success in Central Missouri. Our collaborations with sponsors give us the opportunity to place our pieces and leave an impact. Laser has taken the initiative of aiding our community's mental health needs through flower donations and partnerships with several nursing homes as a part of our First Flowers program. As we place these connecting pieces, we continue to expand our impact beyond our community. Laser's dedication to fostering change at the state level is the bridging piece that connects our school, community, and state. Recognizing the necessity of rural STEM access, we have taken several initiatives such as serving as an FLL affiliate to expand FIRST in Missouri. Advocating for FIRST in our state, we annually run STEM Day at the Capitol and collaborate with state representatives. This piece of our mechanism inspires change as it moves our team forward. The culmination of our impact allows our pieces to share the message of FIRST around the world. Laser ensures global FIRST access by teaching teams how to bring their pieces together. 3284 utilized our experience expanding FIRST in Missouri to start a team on the Ute Mountain Ute Native American Reservation and share STEM lessons with an all-female orphanage in Africa. After the passing of Dr. Woody Flowers, Laser started the #WalkLikeWoody movement to honor his legacy. Through our pieces, our impact, and our outreach, 3284 touches the lives of millions of people internationally. Laser is a system of pieces working to create something bigger than ourselves. We are growing into something new every day, coming together to embody the message of FIRST. No machine we create will endure, only the impacts we make are everlasting. When Laser's pieces work together, we transform the world.
Nicely done, Laser. Well, we tried something new this year, the double elimination tournament, and that's exactly how we're going to play the Einstein playoffs. And it's only fitting that more than half of the teams you'll see competing have never been to Einstein before. Only 6 of these teams are previous winners, and if you like a Cinderella story, there's one rookie in the mix. There you go. So to get us started, we'll send it to the mass field and our MCs, Yoji and Natalie.
Hello, Houston. Natalie, are you ready?
I am so ready, OG. Let's kick it off.
All right, welcome to the mass field. We're going to start the double elimination tournament. Our first match, we are in the upper bracket. The winner will stay in the upper bracket, and the losing alliance will go down to the lower bracket, still with a chance to make it to final. So let's get this started. We begin with the Archimedes Alliance. They were the number 6 alliance on what many thought was the most difficult division here at Championships. And this is a New England, California alliance. We begin with, it's not 6, it's not 7, it's 6, 8, 7.
From Carson, California, the Nerd Herd.
Their alliance partners, Team 6328.
Representing Littleton, Massachusetts, Mechanical Advantage.
And the third member on the field, also from California, baby, 972.
Out of Los Gatos, California, Iron Claw. And they're joined by their captains, 8085 Mojo from Milford, Connecticut.
And on the Blue Alliance, we have our Newton champions. They were our number 3 alliance out of Newton. Make some noise for Team 3184.
Out of Burnsville, Minnesota, Blaze Robotics.
And they are joined by partner 1746.
From Cumming, Georgia, Team Auto.
And we have Team 5804.
Out of Richmond, Virginia, Team Torch. And they're also joined by their alliance captains, 4329 Lutheran Roboteers from St. Peters, Missouri.
All right, Houston, are you ready? Here we go. Let's count it down. Let's count it down together, Natalie. Here we go. Drivers behind the lines. 3, 2, 1, go!
Welcome to the first match of the Einstein playoffs here at the 2023 First Championship. Here in the autonomous period, Red Alliance scores all 5 up top. Going back for 6 and 7, 5804 is Doc for 12 with 587. And Archimedes will lead into the teleoperated period, 55-36. Already working to close this gap. Otto scores up top for 5. Quickly followed by 5804, getting the Blue Alliance from Newton their first link. Meanwhile, 687 gets Red Alliance first link to counter and maintain a 15-point lead for Archimedes. Working to close the gap, 5804 Torch scores down low for 2. All eyes on offense, but 1746 is sandwiched in the midfield. And Mechanical Advantage breaks away, scoring 3 points for the Archimedes Red Alliance. The margin has shrunk to a 10-point game, and Blue Alliance Auto closes it for the Newton Alliance, bringing Blue into the lead. 972 scores up top, completing a link, getting 10 points for the Archimedes division. It's back and forth between these alliances with 65 seconds for play. 3184 Blaze scores a link for the Blue Alliance. That'll be number 4 for Newton. Quickly followed up by 2 more links completed. They catapult into the lead. But Archimedes answers immediately as 63-28 is slowed down by Torch in the midfield. They break away from the defensive pressure and score down low for 2. 3 seconds until endgame. And now, robots will head back to their respective charge station. 63-28 takes a spin, but lands on their feet. Alliances continue to fill up the grid. Red Alliance a few positions away. They have 8. Make that 9 a complete grid on the Archimedes side of the field. Blue Alliance transitions to endgame as they roll up on the charge station, waiting for partners. They're going for a triple, and Newton is balanced. 2-1. Your official score coming in just a moment. And the results are in for our first Einstein Playoffs match. The winner of the matchup, Newton Archimedes, will be the Newton Alliance. 189 to 187. Newton takes the first win.
And we're only just beginning. Match number 1, a 2-point differential. It is going to be a hot afternoon. But now we've got another field ready, so let's send it over to the energy field with Marlena and David.
All right, how y'all doing? We're down here on energy for round 1, match 2. I'm Dave.
Hi, I'm Marlene, coming all the way from Mexico here to be on energy with you guys.
That's right, we're here to introduce the teams for match number 1, or round number 1, match number 2. Let's go ahead and meet the teams down here on the field. Marlene, kick it off.
So everyone, the Red Alliance and I, we go way back. We're coming from Gali. First spot, they've got the Orange Baja ready to blast through the competition. It's team 3476.
From Irvine, California, it's Code Orange.
On the second spot, we've got Rowdy 23 ready to invade the grid for team 461.
Hailing from West Lafayette, Indiana, it's Westside Boiler Invasion.
And on the third spot, our Alliance captains with Tangerine Tumbler on the field, 1678.
From Davis, California, the Citrus Circuits. The fourth robot on that alliance from Miami, Florida, it's Team 59, Team Ramtech.
Over here in the blue bumpers, we've got the Hopper Field. Starting off in the blue bumpers, it's team 4414.
From Ventura, California, it's High Tide.
Next up, this team is rising high until they win. It's team 4096.
Representing Champaign, Illinois, Control Z.
Rounding out this alliance, the captain, team 1323.
From Madeira, California, it's Madtown Robotics. And representing Ontario, Canada, the fourth team on the alliance, 2609 Beaverworks.
Energy, are we ready for our match number 2? We've got thumbs up, please help me count down. Drivers, behind the lines, and we're starting in 3, 2, 1, go!
Now over here on the energy field, we've got 6 mad machines moving fast. 3 make that 5 game pieces scored for the Red Alliance, 4 for the blue, and a docked and engaged robot, that's Control Z. With 1 second left, Westside Boiler Invasion docked and engaged as well. We started off with the Galileo Alliance here in red, leading strong, and a quick bumper pin near the Blue Alliance loading zone slows down their scoring. Madtown 1323 here, lining up in the Blue Alliance grid. They deliver a cone and finish off their first link. Red Alliance matching it quickly. Code Orange now flying back across the field. Looking to play a little bit of defense here in the center, but they make their way in between 2 Blue Alliance robots, holding them firm. High Tide, they're coming in quick here, arms outstretched. They deliver the cone for the Blue Alliance. Citrus Circuits doing the same this time for the red, hoping to pull ahead here, but they're down by 11 points with 87 seconds left to go. West Side Boiler Invasion, they finish out another link for the Red Alliance, and the Citrus Circuit's not far behind them. A quick impact here with the Blue Alliance charge station, and now bumpers being pinned as Code Orange goes on the defensive. Trying to slow down Madtown, but not holding them as they spin out back to the Blue Alliance community. 1 minute left in this match, and Blue is holding firm 128 to 111. Back and forth, 40, 96 here, Control Z flipping arm outside the field with Coning Grass, but they right themselves. We'll see if they can finish delivering those game pieces with 39 seconds left of gameplay. Citrus Circuit's delivering, looking to finish out another link. The Blue Alliance, just one game piece here, make that two from a full grid, but Control Z's cone finds the floor. Two Red Alliance robots docked and engaged with 20 seconds to go. One Blue Alliance robot, and Madtown delivering the cone needed up on the middle row. 158 to 130, Citrus Circuit's desperate to finish out with a strong showing here. Buddy arms go out. Will they get a triple? The Red Alliance and the Blue pull it off just in the nick of time. The scores are in. The winner of match 2 is the Blue Alliance. Final score 202 to 168.
Energy is electric in the room. We're up here in the booth. We can oversee everything, but there's someone down on the field right next to the action. Janelle, our field reporter, what are you seeing down there?
Hey everybody, Janelle Radaba here, back again to give you all the coverage that we can here on the Einstein Fields. Wow, what an amazing 2 matches we just had, and there's so many more to go. We've been learning so much about the teams down here, and we can't wait to bring the stories to you all, so you can hear about some of the stories throughout their seasons, maybe their competition, and also all these stories about how many teams have not yet seen Einstein until today. So we are so excited. Back to you, Blair.
All right, thanks, Janelle. A lot of stories. Everybody's got a story at this competition, and you know, some of them are going to play out very positively today. Regardless, we've got a lot more matches ahead, so let's send it back to Mass with Yoji and Natalie.
All right, back down here on Mass, we are getting match number 3 started in the upper bracket. We have our Milstein Alliance in blue and Curie in red.
All right, let's meet our Curie division winners. They were the number 2 alliance over on the Curie division. We begin with team 818.
From Warren, Michigan, the Steel Armadillos.
Their alliance partners from right here in Texas, 148.
Out of Greenville, Texas, the Robo Wranglers.
And this alliance is captained by this team, 6329.
From Bucksport, Maine, the Bucks Wrath. And they're joined by 302, the Dragons.
Over in blue bumpers, we've got Milstein, alliance number 2. Starting with team 6672.
From Irving, Texas, it's Fusion Core.
The alliance captains 3655.
Out of Mason, Michigan, Tractor Technicians.
And rounding out the blue alliance, it's 5895.
Representing Hightstown, New Jersey, it's Petty Robotics. And their 4th member, 5419, Berkelium.
Drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, go!
In the face-off of Milstein in blue, Curie in red. Coming out to midfield for additional game pieces as all are scored. Robo Wranglers and 6329 scoring up top. Petty Robotics trying to balance, but they don't get it. And now, teleoperated mode is in full effect. Robo Wranglers scoring first. Up high for the Red Alliance. Curie holding on to an initial lead, 58-34. Coming back to change that. Fusion Core scores a 3-point cone. Their partners from Heightstown aiming high with a cube. One link already on both sides of the field. 8-18 Armadillos putting up a 3-pointer, and their partners coming in to finish off the second link for the Curie Alliance. 20-point lead for those red bumpers, and 8-18 is fighting against the defense of Tractor Technicians in midfield, but they spin out of it. 36-55 gets link number 3 for the Milstein Alliance, bringing it to a 10-point margin. 80 seconds for play. Robo Wranglers drop off a 3-point cone, pushing their score for Curie over 100. Steel Armadillos completing link number 4 for the Curie division as they pull away here, 114-95. Irving, Texas, 66-72 scores a 3-pointer as they set up their partners to complete link number 5 for the Milstein Alliance. Less than a minute for play. 148 caps off the top 2 rows for the Curie Alliance. Milstein to answer as Tractor Technicians score low for 2. 10 seconds until endgame. Milstein trails by 30. And now, drivers heading back to their respective charge stations. Red Alliance has 8 links complete, and they fill up the grid for Curie. Pulling away to a 40-point differential. They start supercharging nodes, and Armadillos go up on the charge station waiting for partners. 15 seconds to get up and docked. 66-72 fighting with Robo Wranglers in midfield in the final 7 seconds as they chuck a cone. 36-55 going up. 3, 2, 1. Clutch balances at the end. We'll get your official score after that 6-bot balance in just a moment. And here come your results for the Einstein match. The Red Alliance takes it away with a score 200-174. And now we'll send it back to the energy field.
Wow, what a match we had over there at Mass. But here in Energy, we're going to start with match number 4 of round 1, starting with our Dali team on the Red Alliance. First spot, they've got Bad Bunny ready to rock the field. It's Team 870.
Team Rice from South Hold, New York.
On the second spot, they've been on FRC since 1997. Let's hear for Team 125.
Representing Revere, Massachusetts, the Neutrons.
And third spot, there are Alliance captains and they're in the zone to get the win. It's Team 5460.
Hailing from Lapeer, Michigan, it's Strike Zone. And of course, let's give a round of applause to that 4th bot, 2590 Nemesis from Robbinsville, New Jersey.
Facing off against them will be the Johnson field. First off, we're going to introduce Team 2075.
From Grand Rapids, Michigan, Enigma Robotics.
Next up, the team that was undefeated in the Central Valley Regional, it's Team 973.
From Atascadero, California, the Greybots.
Rounding out the alliance in this match is a rookie all-star from Jackson. They're clearly here because they're great. It's Team 9312.
Representing Albion, Michigan, it's Nerd Spark. Robot fans, let's give a huge round of applause to the 4th robot on that alliance as well. It's 4607 CIS from Becker, Minnesota. with a dream.
All right, here we go, Energy. Drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, go.
Arms extending out on all 6 machines. Game pieces going up. 125. First game piece not quite making its home, but the second one does. Blue Alliance with a strong showing here. Enigma going for that 3 game piece autonomous. And 870 over on the red, sticking the landing for the daily field. Drivers have stepped up to the controls and now maneuver quickly to and from the human player loading zone. Lining it up, 870, they deliver the cone up to the top row. Their alliance partners finishing out the first link for red. Maneuvering all around strike zone now, they reach out and place the cone. Taking a look at our blue grid, our rookie friends 9312 Nerd Spark, they thread the needle with a cone of their own. Gray bots swerving around any defense that the neutrons can put up, jumping over that charge station. 88 to 87 here, they're holding firm, but blue pulling ahead by 6 points now. Johnson showing what earned them their spot here in the playoffs. Red Alliance robots following one another into the community. They deliver 2 more game pieces, desperate to catch up. Gray bots looking to take the charge station route, but it's not clear. They maneuver around, and strike zone taking a hard hit from our rookie friends, but not losing control of the game piece. Just a little under a minute left of gameplay, and blue holds on tight by 2 points. Nearly finishing out the grid, just 1 game piece away, and here comes Enigma. They're looking to finish it out as quickly as possible, but some hard hits center field hold them tight. Strike zone placing another game piece. Following it up with some of their own is 125, the Neutrons from Massachusetts. 20 seconds left in match number 4 here on the energy field. Finishing out that grid and supercharging is the Red Alliance. Looking for a double, triple, the red finds their balance, as does the blue. With 1 second left, we'll have your final score in just a moment. The points have been tallied. Let's find out who won match number 4. The Red Alliance comes away with it here, 211 to 199.
All right, we just completed our first round, 4 exciting matches. Renee, what did you see?
It's interesting to see in the first 2 matches, we had a blue comeback. Blue comeback. In match 1, we had out of auto, the Newton Alliance only 36 with the Archimedes at 55. But what ended up happening, blue came back, fought back. There were some connection issues with 972. Hopefully they get that fixed. You can't win at this level with only 2 robots.
And a little bit of everything. Not a lot of defense so far, and a lot of scoring. And we have a little bit of help to show us the patterns that these robots are taking. You want to tell us about it a little bit?
Absolutely. That's exactly what we saw both on the field during the matches, but we have a little bit of help from our friends over at the Blue Alliance and Zebra, where we can see the exact heat map, and here you can see the detail from the Red Alliance and how this information is helping us out. You can just see, just from the beginning of the match, where they're focusing on end of auto there, and you can see each one has a clear path. Red Alliance 1678 going down on the free lane, but taking any opportunity that's there. Meanwhile, you see 3476, who had some issues and ended up playing defense. So we can see that all play out live here with our friends from Zebra here.
Yeah, it's really interesting stuff. It's fun to watch. So we're going to have a break now as our fields get set up. And we've got a little bit of entertainment for you during this 8-minute break, so let me toss it down to the floor. It's going to get fun.
What's up, First Championship? Oh, come on. I know you guys have more energy than that. Bring it on. Let's go. Let's hear it, everybody. Now, do we have any soccer fans in the building? Do we have any football fans in the building? That's what I like to hear. Obviously, we got some people here who know a thing or two about competition. So, can you give it up for the most dynamic Fox in the MLS from the Houston Dynamo, Diesel! And from the Houston Texans, everyone give it up for the best mascot in the NFL, Toro! All right. Now, we are here at a competition, right? So I want to see which side of the room can be louder. So here's what we're gonna do. We got Diesel on one side of the room. We got Toro on the other side. Let's see who can be louder, all right? So, Diesel, let's hear it from your side. Make some noise. All right, Toro, what you got? Oh, I don't know. Diesel, let's go back to you. What do you got, Diesel? What do you got? And one more time from Toro's side. Oh, it's close. All right, here's what we're going to do. Everyone is a champion today. So we got some t-shirts to throw out. Who wants a free t-shirt? Get loud! Get on those feet! Let's hear it! Get loud! First Championship! Let's go! One more time for the best mascot in the NFL, Toro! ਨੀਵੀਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਕੁਝ ਚੀਰ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਰੱਖ ਲੈ ਪੱਲੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੁਖੜਾ ਲੁਕਾ ਕੇ ਰੱਖ ਲੈ ਰੱਖ ਲੈ ਪੱਲੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੁਖੜਾ ਲੁਕਾ ਕੇ
right, Houston has discovered what we all knew. Mascots love robots. Before we get to our next match, let's check in with our second First Impact Award finalist video. It's from Team 6865, Manitoulin Medal from Ontario, Canada.
Hi, I'm Ben, a co-captain on FRC Team 6865 Manitoulin Medal. We are excited to show you our roadmap to a sustainable future.
When I come to robotics, I'm thinking of how we can take existing technologies and make our own practices more efficient.
When I come to robotics, I'm thinking of our community partnerships like Mail to Streams that help restore beautiful aquatic ecosystems.
When I think of robotics, I think of inspiring the next generation of environmental STEM.
When I come to robotics, I'm thinking of tree planting at our environmental STEM conference and teaching other first participants about carbon neutrality.
When I come to robotics, I'm thinking of giving back to the community that supports us, from young kids to businesses and adults.
When I come to robotics, I think of the bags of litter we pick up during our shoreline cleanups in our communities.
I'm coming to robotics, and I'm thinking of how we can put our sustainable mindset into action by designing and building our robot, including recycled parts and minimized waste.
When I come to robotics, I'm thinking of using design and innovation to reduce the spread of invasive species in the waters around our home.
When I come to robotics, I'm thinking of how Manitoulin Medal has helped shape my future and my post-secondary school students, just like our alumni mentors.
When I come to robotics, I'm thinking of our design challenges that promote innovation and green technology in kindergarten classes to grade 12.
We're building a roadmap to a sustainable future for our beautiful home and beyond.
Nicely done, Manitoulin Medal. Now we moved around two, so we're moving through the bracket down to the lower bracket now. So each of these alliances has one loss, and with another they are eliminated from the tournament. What do we expect in match number 5 here?
Well, we're going to have Archimedes versus Galileo, and we're hoping to see, in these cases, particularly Galileo, 3476, their claw working. So it wasn't working last match. They had to play defense, and that's why they find themselves here in the lower bracket. Over on the Red Alliance, same thing. 972 had some communication issues. They were able to supercharge at the last moment, but again, all this comes back to who blinks first. Who's going to supercharge, and then, or who's going to balance to the charge station first. So it's a decision, and it's a decision that's made in seconds.
And Archimedes, I mean, they had a complete grid in their last match, and they still were defeated. I mean, that was a 2-point game.
They did. They got the supercharge, but couldn't get to the charge station in time. So, are we going to see that again? We'll find out.
All right. Let's send it down to the field now as the robots get prepped. Back down to Yoji and Natalie.
Thank you, Blair. Welcome back to the mass field. We're entering round 2, match number 5. This is the lower bracket. Someone's going to win, and someone's going to finish in a tie for 7th place. We've got the Archimedes Alliance and the Galileo Alliance. Let's meet the Archimedes Alliance. They've been here on this field in the last match. We begin with the Alliance captains, Team 8085.
From Milford, Connecticut, it's Mojo.
Their Alliance partner, 6328.
Out of Littleton, Massachusetts, Mechanical Advantage.
And Team 972.
From Los Gatos, California, Iron Claw. And they're joined by 687, the Nerd Herd.
And in blue bumpers, we've got Galileo. They're coming from the energy field. First time playing on mass. They're looking for a win. This team has not one, not two, but 9 Einstein appearances, which is impressive enough. More impressive, those 9 appearances are in a row. Give it up for Team 1678.
Out of Davis, California, Citrus Circus.
In the middle, it's their alliance partners, 461.
From West Lafayette, Indiana, Westside Boiler Invasion.
And we have Team 3476.
Hailing from Irvine, California, Code Orange. And they're joined by 59 Ramtech.
High stakes and a last-minute change. Our Blue Alliance brought Team 59 to the field.
From Miami, Florida, it's Ramtech.
Let the beat roll. This beat be bumping, bumping. This beat go boom, 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 boom. I like that boom, boom, pow. Them chickens jacking my style. They try to copy my swagger. I'm on that neck now. I'm so 2008. You so 2000 late. I got that boom, boom, boom. That future boom, boom, boom. Let me get that. Boom, boom, gotta get that. Boom, boom, boom. 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 That boom, boom, boom. That boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Let the beat rock. 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 Let the beat rock.
Drivers behind the lines. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
And here we go for our first match in the lower bracket on Einstein. Heading into the midfield for more game pieces, Citrus Circuits coming back to score number 2 up high. Their opponents in the red bumpers do the same.
If you want. If you don't want to sit
And Archimedes will have a lead headed into the teleoperated period, 51 to 47. Stakes are high here in match number 5. Blue Alliance quickly closing that gap and taking the lead by 1 point. Mechanical Advantage countering with a 3-pointer. And parts are left on the field on center line. 59 Ramtech drives over the broken piece, finding no issues and scoring up high. Meanwhile, 972 Ironclaw gets sandwiched by Blue Robots as they hang out in center field looking for trouble. Citrus Circuit dodges the red defense and caps off a 3-point cone. Galileo has pulled ahead by 20 with 90 seconds for play. Archimedes needs to catch up, and Mechanical Advantage is on the case. 63-28, capping off a 10-point link. That will help close this gap. But 461 not letting up the pressure as they hold back the red defender. 1678 spins around. Aiming high, they score 5 points for the Galileo Alliance with 1 minute per play. They lead 111 to 92. 2 cubes up and good. Mojo, 80-85, heading back for more. 2 links completed on red, 5 on blue. Red Alliance could catapult their score as they complete these groupings of 3. 35 seconds to do it. And we're in endgame. Galileo up by 20. Citrus tries to commit, but it just goes out. 59 Ramtech gets it down for 2, completing link number 6 with 15 seconds. Los Gatos 972 waiting for partners on the charge station. Their opponents already level. 7 seconds, and Archimedes has a triple. 3, 2, 1. We'll see how the charge station points shake out with your official score here on Mass in just a moment. And staying in the tournament by 10 points, Blue Alliance takes it away. Galileo holding on, 176 to 166. Archimedes will tie for 7th place. And now we'll send it over to the energy field.
We love seeing those high scores, but we're moving over to match number 6, round 2. And remember, only the alliance that takes the win is moving forward here in Einstein. On the Red Alliance side, we've got our alliance all the way from Milstein on the first spot. Lithium Disdale is just the element we need to take the win. It's team 5419.
From Berkeley, California, it's Berkelium.
On the second spot, their alliance captain coming all the way from Tractor Nation, team 3655.
Representing Mason, Michigan, the Tractor Technicians.
And last but not least, they've got all the winning components mixed up to take this match. It's team 6672.
From Irving, Texas, it's Fusion Core. And let's give a round of applause to that 4th robot, 5895 Petty Robotics from Hightstown, New Jersey.
All right, Energy, over here in the blue bumpers, we're going to see the Johnson field yet again. Let's meet Team 2075.
From Grand Rapids, Michigan, Enigma Robotics.
Next up in the middle driver station, looks like it's Team 973.
From Atascadero, California, the Greybots.
Rounding out the alliance in this match, It's a team that says innovation cannot happen in isolation. It's Team 4607.
CIS from Becker, Minnesota. And of course, the fourth robot, we saw them in the previous match, 9312 Nerd Spark from Albion, Michigan.
We've got thumbs up and energy. We're gonna do our countdown in Hebrew to represent some of our teams from Israel that we have right here today on chance. So please count down with me if you can. Drivers, behind the lines, because we're starting in Shalosh, Shtaim, Achat, go!
6 machines out and moving here on the energy field. Looking for as many game pieces as possible here in the autonomous period, and the tractor technicians docked, not quite engaged, but CIS sticks the landing here for the blue. A little collision in the pre-programmed instructions for the Red Alliance, but we'll see if they can hold on and pull out a win. 52-39 in favor of the Blue Alliance. Up and over the gray bots place, the cone and the cube find their landing thanks to the two alliance partners working in tandem. Berkelium here, a quick pop off of the cube, and it finds its way home on the top row. Their alliance partner 6672 arms stretching out, that's Fusion Core. They do indeed have all they need to win this match. 100 seconds on the clock, and 1 link completed by the Red Alliance, 2 for the blue. Arms outstretched, CIS has their grip on a cone. They're headed back into the Blue Alliance community. Gray bots making room alongside for them, and a cube goes pop. Berkelium now, a collision center field with a Blue Alliance set of bumpers, but they find their way up and over the charge station back into the community. Holding on for dear life, the Red Alliance scores every way they can, and Gray bots with another quick thinking move up and over the charge station to deposit that cube.
Set my groove on, and I'm ready to go.
These drive teams giving it absolutely everything they have. Tractor technicians, our friends from Michigan, they deliver another cone to the top row and back to that single substation to meet their human player. 2 blue robots collide there in the Blue Alliance loading zone, but Gray bots and CIS move away with cubes in their grasp. We've got a completely full grid, and it's getting supercharged by the Blue Alliance. Cones up on the middle row, cubes down in the hybrid nodes with 15 seconds left on the clock. Tractor technicians delivering the final game piece here, and they pull it off. Red now ready to supercharge in line with 5 seconds left. We've got 3 Blue Alliance robots docked and engaged. Will we see the red pull it off, and as time expires, only Fusion Core sticks it on the charge station. Energy field, let's find out who's walking away victorious. It's the Blue Alliance here on the energy field. That final score 207 to 164. Let's give a huge, gracious professionalism round of applause to the members of the Red Alliance. Team 3655, the Tractor Technicians. Team 6672, Fusion Core. Team 5895, Petty Robotics. And Team 5419, Berkelium.
All right, 2 more matches and very different matches. Previous Johnson had the lead from the beginning and never relinquished it. Now we've got a little fun here. We can replay some of that match and talk about it a little bit, right?
Yeah, definitely some drama in that round 1, or that match 1 on round 2 between Archimedes and Galileo. And we can see exactly what happened here at the end of Autonomous. We'll go ahead and play it through here. And we see 1678 able to score up high. 3 game pieces for blue, 3 game pieces for red. Red adds 2 more game pieces, also gets the charge station, same on the Blue Alliance. But coming out of that, we have advantage to Archimedes, 51 to 47. Had some tragedy happen. If we jump ahead just a little bit, we see 972 looking to drop their intake right there and just lost it there. So that obviously hurt them throughout the rest of the match. Interestingly enough, towards the end of the match, this is where we can hear the audible of everyone just trying to see who was going to climb, who was going to get there first, and it looks like 1678 was just about to finish there, and you see Blue Alliance getting to set up here, Red Alliance doing the same, but then sending everyone to go ahead and triple balance. Doesn't seem like they do it just in time. 1678 scores at the last moment for that supercharge and comes out with 10 points ahead.
So 2 more matches in this round. This is a tough round. A second loss, you're eliminated from the tournament, and a win keeps you alive, but you have to keep going across that lower bracket. So now let's send it down to Mass.
All right, down here on the Mass field, we are in the upper bracket. We are doing match number 7. Both of our alliances have 1 win under their belt. They're looking for a second to keep on moving in the upper bracket. The loser of this match will move down into our lower bracket. On the red side of the field, we have Newton, and on the blue side of the field, we've got Hopper.
All right, let's meet our teams. Over here is the Newton Division champions. All 3 of these teams right here making their debut on Einstein. Way to get it done. We start with the Alliance captains, 43-29.
Out of St. Charles, Missouri, Lutheran Robotics.
From Georgia, 1746.
From Cumming, Georgia, it's Otto.
And from Minnesota, 3184.
Representing Burnsville, Minnesota, Blaze Robotics. And they're joined by Torch from Richmond, Virginia.
And now we've got our Blue Alliance, our Hopper Alliance. This alliance, all 4 of the teams together, have a combined 27 championship appearances. So we know we've got a strong alliance on our hands. We are going to meet them starting with team 44-14.
From Ventura, California, High Tide.
Their partners, it's team 40-96.
Out of Champaign, Illinois, it's Control Z.
And we have our team captains. Their first champs appearance happened in 2006. It's team 13-23.
From Madera, California, Madtown Robotics. And they're joined by the team 2609 from Guelph, Ontario, Beaverworks.
Drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, go!
Newton in red, Hopper in blue. They come out to the midfield as undefeated division champions right now. 1746 bringing back number 6 for the red Newton Alliance. Blue Alliance putting up more. And as drivers take control, it'll be a Hopper 5-point lead. Quickly, 43-29, lost a battery. It's on the middle of the field. Big hit in the center. 4096 is caught on 3184. Their intake trying to get free, and they're free with a big swing. Control Z tries to undo what just happened. They are stuck in midfield, and it's a tie game, 57-all. 4096 trying to get back in action, and they seem to be good. They go up on the charge station, arm swinging in the air. 1746 continues to work as Hopper pulls into the lead by 15. Control Z might be going up on the charge station to avoid using that intake and getting it in the way. Madtown Robotics continuing to work as they maintain a 7-point lead for the Blue Hopper Alliance. 1746, Otto coming back for more as their partners are down for the count. Less than a minute for play. Newton pulling it back in the lead for a split second. It's going to be a close match. Blaze Robotics goes up on 2 wheels but finds their footing after a big collision from the Hopper Alliance. High Tide finding cubes in the loading station, dodging all the defense. Otto scooting by their down partners. And it's an 8-point match as we head into endgame. 4 links on Newton, 6 links on Hopper side. 20 seconds, and it's a 5-point margin. 2 robots not able to get up on the charge station. It's a 2v2 here in the final seconds. 44-14 gets a 3-pointer, pulling the Hopper Alliance into the lead. 31-84 Blaze trying to fix it. 3, 2, 1. And we'll get your official score here on Mass in just a moment. And we got to send this to the winning the first match here in this upper bracket. Blue Alliance takes it away. 174 to 149. Hopper will win in the matchup of Hopper v. Newton. They'll move on to round 4, match 11. And Newton will go down to the lower bracket, round 3, match 9. Now I got to send it over to the energy field for your next match.
Well, before we get to the energy field, let's do a little recap of what happened there. That was demolition derby for a while there. 2 robots against 2 robots. What did you see, Renee?
Exactly what everyone else saw. We saw carnage out on the field. No defense being played. This is just offense, full-on offense. Robots screaming down the fields, and we saw that right out of Autonomous. Here we see Autonomous being played out with the Blue Alliance 44-14, missing the 2 cones down in the center, so that actually puts Newton ahead at the end of Autonomous. But just seconds into the match, we'll see 43-29 lose their battery there in a hard hit, and there it goes. So here we can see the battery out from where we see that, and then here more carnage down in the center of the field. Looks like 31-84 got stuck with 40-96, and it's 2v2 at that point. So 2v2 between 2 really top alliances, and at the end of the full field, what we end up seeing is Blue taking the win as they complete more grid pieces.
Yeah, tough loss. But they're still alive because we're in the upper bracket, so that was their first loss. Now let's send it over to the energy field because they're ready to roll.
All right, we're back down here on energy. This is round number 2, match number 8. We're still in the upper bracket. So the winner will move on in the upper bracket. The losing alliance will move down to the lower bracket. Marlene, let's go ahead and meet the Curie team.
So over here on the Red Alliance, we've got the Curie team on the first spot. They're teaching me how to play rock, paper, scissors, but that's not it. Guys, this team has the hardest armor and they're ready to battle. It's team 818.
Hailing from Warren, Michigan, the Steel Armadillos.
On the second spot, it's the legendary Wranglers ready to black out the competition. 148.
From the great state of Texas in Greenville, the Robo Wranglers.
And on the third spot, we've got our Alliance captains. Blue Alliance, be careful because their antlers are sharp and they're heel to kill. 63-29.
From Bucksport, Maine, the Bucks Wrath. And let's hear it for that 4th robot, 302, the Dragons from Orion, Michigan.
Over here, it's the Daily Alliance. In the first position, in the driver's station, we got a team that's looking to strike their way onto the finals. It's Team 5460.
Another Michigan team from Lapeer, it's Strike Zone.
Next up, it's Team 125.
Representing Revere, Massachusetts, the Neutrons.
And this last team says effort equals results, and they're here, so it's proven. It's Team 870.
From Southold, New York, it's Team Rice. And that 4th robot on the Alliance, let's hear it for 2590 Nemesis from Robbinsville, New Jersey.
Here we go, the match is ready. Drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, go!
Kicking off qualification match number 8 here with some pre-programmed instructions in all 6 machines. 818, the Steel Armadillos, delivering a game piece, docking and engaged. 63-29, looking for a 3-game piece auto with 1 second left. Looks like that Blue Alliance with a strong showing as well. 38 points as they head into the driver-operated period. 125, the Neutrons, representing Massachusetts. Quick here, a hard hit with the Robo Wranglers, but they find themselves back on all 4 wheels. Back over to that Red Alliance community to score the cone, grabbed in their arm. Making quick cycle time here, Strike Zone. That's our Michigan team, 54-60. They deliver a cone up onto the top row, and Neutrons follow it with one of their own, finishing out the first link here for the Blue Alliance. Looking to catch up with the Curie field in red here, doing everything they can. They've got 2 links completed. Robo Wranglers looking alongside the Bucks Wrath to finish out another, and they do. That makes 3 Red Alliance links. 870, they've got their arms open and a cube inside their grasp. Flying quick, finding a path right behind 125. Holding in a pattern, and they find a path through. They deliver that game piece. That's Team Rice up and over the charge station. Robo Wranglers really just do-si-doing it around here on the Red Alliance community. They still find a home for each and every game piece, and with 48 seconds left to go, Curie with a strong 40-point lead. Just 1 game piece separates us from a completed grid here on the Red Alliance. A mere 3 make that 4 game pieces for the Blue Alliance, but they're sure to get there with 28 seconds left to go. And the Robo Wranglers complete the grid, being supercharged by 63-29. Steel Armadillos capping off a cone there. It's another one. Robo Wranglers looking to do the same with 13 seconds remaining. Looks like we're gonna get these charge station points. Robots looking to get docked and engaged. Blue, they finished out the entire grid, and we've got a double-triple, baby. The points have been tallied. Let's find out who was victorious. The Red Alliance comes away with the win in match number 8. Final score 204 to 192.
All right, another good match, but another match where Curie got ahead and stayed ahead. Daly got close, but they never quite got there. But they're still in the game. They just moved down to the lower bracket.
Yeah, that's it. And they came back towards the end, but when you have 17 seconds left and you're supercharging, you have so much time to be able to, and that's what we saw, particularly in that last match, where they were able to supercharge right at the end, and then even though they're both using the charge station triple balance on both sides, those supercharge points came in handy.
Well, we're going to take a break after round 2 here. And to start the break, we want to acknowledge one more of our first Impact finalist teams. And those first Impact Award finalist teams, they're all about gracious professionalism. We want to remind people in the stands here in Houston, keep those aisles free. Don't sit in those aisles because they are an exit for people. So make sure we keep the aisles free. Find a seat in the stands. And now, let's tee up the video from our third First Impact Award finalist, Team 5985, Project Bucephalus from Wollongong, New South Wales, Australia.
I pass a lot of buildings on my way here. Schools, offices, houses. But my heart warms when I see the old building beside the football fields. It doesn't look like much, but it's full of history, and inside it's all ours. A venue for celebration. Good times were embedded in the foundation. As a childcare centre, innocence and joy were added, with childproof gates and colourful hoods. Years of neglect took a toll, but life returned when the team moved in. After school halls and basements, we thought it would be large enough. The programmers had their own room. They gave it up to give 3 other teams a home. The huge work floor had elbow room until we built a full-size field that welcomes teams year-round. It won't feel large again. We now lay our own history in this building. LEGO sparks a passion for STEM in hundreds of classes as thousands of students add their stories to this place. Under its roof, students are inspired to reach further, becoming teachers of the next generation. Within these walls, teams are given opportunities to mentor and learn, building alliances that underpin communities. These floors draw robots of all kinds for fierce competition, scrimmages, and collaboration, all followed by celebration. Behind these doors, any first team can access a regional robotics hub, providing resources, support, competitions, and workspace year-round. From this building, we reach out to change our world, traveling hundreds of kilometers each week to deliver robotics and joy to students of all kinds, especially those that would normally miss out. From this building, we change the small things to show students their potential. We challenge the big things and remove barriers to opportunity. A future in STEM is not dependent on location, age, gender, disability, or education. From this building, we have become a voice of our community, heard clearly in celebration and advocacy. We equipped Wollongong for FRC Regionals, hosting robots in a stadium by the ocean. Into this old and battered building, new faces arrive each year, layering their own memories onto each stain, tear, and dent in the wall. We learn as we face triumph, disaster, hope, and despair. We will stay as long as we can, passing our legacies to those that come after us. But study, careers, and adult lives have a strong call. When we finally exit the building, we know we are transformed by our time, and our stories have become a part of the echo in the halls.
Now, please direct your attention to the floor where these lucky participants will test their Simon Says skills during our first championships Simon Says Challenge, celebrating his amazing 20th season as the funniest halftime show in the land. Please welcome from White Plains, New York, the master of Simon Says, Steve Max.
First Robotics, what's up, baby? This is very exciting, people. For the very first time, we have gathered the best Simon Says players in the history of First Robotics. We've divided them up into two groups. By a round of applause, who do you think's gonna win? Simon Says, will it be the ladies? Or Simon Says, will it be the gentlemen? Simon Says, both teams, high five, high five, high five. Simon Says, go. Here's how this works. We are going to eliminate all the gentlemen down to one in a matter of moments. Then we're going to eliminate all the ladies down to one in a matter of moments. And then the last two people will meet in the middle for the big winner championship round. Simon Says, before we begin, show them the First Robotics love. Give them all a nice big round of applause. Simon Says, stop. Too much love, especially from that section right over there. All right, here we go. Here we go. Ladies, relax, pay attention, watch their mistakes so you don't make the mistakes when you go. Gentlemen, here we go. Hands up. Seriously. Vincent, you are the worst player I've ever seen. Thank you, my friend. There you go. Thank you. Simon Says hands up. Simon Says hands down. Hands up, hands, oh, tiny boy. Wait a minute, tiny boy, tiny boy. Come here. Wait a minute. I've been watching all these amazing robotics rounds, and it's not an individual, it's a real team sport. And so I'm gonna ask us all as a team, should I let tiny boy stay in the game? Yeah. All right, tiny boy, you're back in. All right, tiny boy's back in the game. All right. Tiny boy, Simon Says his name is Adav, yes? Yes, tiny boy. I love it. Oh, Simon Says, stop. Simon Says, Adav, that's what we call giving you a mulligan, okay? Doesn't count. This counts now, okay? And if you get out, they will show you the love with a lot of applause, okay? Because you're up against some pretty tall people here. Here we go. Simon says hands up. Simon says hands down. Simon says run. Simon says stop. Hands up. Hands up. No, 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 no. Yes. Wait. Simon says hands up. Hands down. Hands down. Oh, a dub. Thank you, my friend. Give it up for a dub. Nice job, my friends. There we go. Simon says hands down. Ladies will be right there. Here we go. Simon says up, Simon says down, Simon says nose, Simon says belly, Simon says nose, Simon says belly, Simon says hip, Simon says nose. Hands up, no. Simon says hands up, hands down, no, 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 no. Your hand should be up. Your hand should be up. Your hand should be up. Simon says move down. Simon says stop, hands down, hands, no, 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 no. Yes. Simon says move down. Simon says stop, hands down. And hands down. Seriously, hands down. Nice. Simon says hands down. Here we go. Simon says up, Simon says down, Simon says nose. Simon says hands up, Simon says wave. Simon says stop, hands down. Look at that guy! Wait, security, get up here. Manas, stay here. Nicely done. You represent the gentleman.
Let's go, ladies.
Here we go, ladies. Here we go. Here we go, ladies. Here we go. Ladies, hands up. You're killing me. You're out. Go. Just go. Oh my God. Holy, 2 minutes? Stretch or shrink? We go, all right. Here we go. Simon says up. Simon says give me a big jump. Woo! One more. Woo! Hands down. Simon says hands down. Everyone come a little bit closer, please. Wait a minute. You know what? I feel you're back in the game. Yeah. Wait a minute. I didn't say Simon says. You're out again. That's right. Simon says, here we go. Simon says rub. Simon says rub the hands. Simon says stop. Hands up. No. Simon says hands up. Hands down. Simon says hands down. Faster, hands up. Simon says hands up. Simon says hands down. Simon says hands up. Simon says hands down. Hands up. Simon says hands up. Hands down. You moved, you're out. Simon says move down. And then there were 4. Simon says hands down. Simon says put up your right hand. Wave it around. Simon says wave. Simon says stop. Both hands up. Simon, I love this crowd. You cannot get nothing past these guys. Simon says both hands up. Wave it around. Simon says wave. Simon says stop. Hands down. Here we go. Simon says, Shelby, Adas, Manas. Simon says, shake hands. Simon says, separate. Here we go. There can only be one winner. I'm going to come over here. Simon says, face me. And here we go. There's only one way to settle this. Simon says, dance off! I have seen enough. And I speak for everyone in this arena when I say you two are the most mediocre dancers I've ever seen in my life. So, let's do this, for real. Here we go. Shelby, Manas. One more time for the championship, First Robotics 2023. Simon says hands up, Simon says hands down, Simon says run, Simon says stop, hands up, hands up. Wait a minute, hold on. Simon says they both flinched, they both moved, we gotta go again. Here we go. Hands up, hands up. Simon says hands up, hands down. You're up. That's what I'm talking about. Shelby! Where's a t-shirt? Shelby, congratulations. You are the Simon Says champion! That's for you. Simon says, thank you for playing, and Simon says, may the best robotics team win.
We're back on the mass field. It's round 3, match number 9. This is an elimination match. The winner will stay on, moving through the lower bracket, and the losing alliance will have their experience at Einstein here end. Are you ready, Natalie?
I'm ready.
We've got the Newton Alliance on the red side, the Johnson Alliance on the blue side. Let's meet our teams. We begin with the Alliance captains from Missouri. 43-29.
Out of St. Charles, Missouri, the Lutheran Robotics.
Their alliance partners, Otto 1746.
From Kamen, Georgia, Team Otto.
And Blaze Robotics 3184.
From Burnsville, Minnesota, it's Blaze Robotics, and they're joined by 5804 from Richmond, Virginia, Torch.
Our Blue Alliance is hungry for that win. They are the champions from Johnson. Make some noise for Alliance Captain 2075.
Out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, Enigma Robotics.
And we have their partners 973.
Representing Atascadero, California, Greybots.
And keep that applause going for Team 4607.
From Becker, Minnesota, CIS. And they're joined by 9312 from Albion, Michigan, Nerd Spark.
Match number 9 about to begin. Drivers behind the lines. Here we go. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Back in the lower bracket for Newton v. Johnson in blue. Enigma Robotics coming back with a cube after finding it in midfield. Red Alliance cleaning up. 43-29 Lutheran Robotiers balance for 12, so is CIS. And one game piece left on both sides. It'll be a close match coming out into the teleoperated period. 47-42, Johnson in the lead. Enigma secures that with a link up top, and Otto goes up on 2 wheels, but finds their footing and scores up high for 5. Along with their partners, that pulls the Newton Alliance to a 10-point margin. But quickly answering, 973 from Atascadero, up and over the charge station. Aiming high, they get a 5-point cube for the Johnson Alliance, as the Blue Alliance will hold their lead with 100 seconds for play. Coming back to close this gap, Blaze Robotics caps off a 3-point cone. Commotion in the center results in 973 coming across with a 3-point cube and completing link number 3 for the Johnson Alliance. 20-point margin in favor of the blue bumpers. But here comes Otto and Blaze Robotics 3184 to change that. They complete a link on the mid-node for 8 points. And CIS answers for the Johnson Alliance, holding firm to that 20-point lead. Less than a minute for play now. Here in match number 9, CIS 4607. Aiming low as the first 2 rows are complete, thanks to 2075. 7 links, 2 to go here on the Johnson side of things. Newton has 5 links to do. 3185 working on the mid node for 3, and we're in endgame. 30-point advantage for Johnson, and 973 filling up the grid. Now is supercharged. 2 already for the Johnson Alliance. 15 seconds to secure that lead and stay in the bracket. Up they go to the charge station. Lutheran Robotics doing the same, waiting for partners, and we got a triple on Johnson. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last second triple, dock and engage for 30. On the Newton side, we'll get your official score in just a moment.
I'm keeping on with my words, so strong, pure perfection from beginning to the end. I'm here once again, blow your mind with the rock in front. I'm keeping on with my words, so strong, pure perfection from beginning to the end. I'm here once again, keeping on with my rock in front. I'm keeping on with my
staying in the bracket. The Blue Alliance. Johnson stays in it with a clean 203 to 178 out of Newton. Put your hands together for an incredible Newton Alliance led by 43-29, the Lutheran Robotics. Their partners 1746 Auto, 3184 Blaze Robotics, and joined by 5804 Torch.
With my words.
All right, we're down here on Energy. This is round 2, match number 10. Over on the Red Alliance, we've got Ali. Over on the Blue Alliance, we have Galileo. This is the lower bracket, so whichever team loses will be eliminated from the tournament. The winning team will move on in the lower bracket. How about we go ahead and meet the team, starting off in the red bumpers. Over here, we got Team 870.
Team Rice from South Hole, New York.
Next up, a long-standing FRC team. It's Team 125.
From Revere, Massachusetts, the Neutrons.
Joining them is Team 5460.
Representing Lapeer, Michigan, it's Strike Zone. And let's give another round of applause to the 4th team on the Alliance, 2590 Nemesis from Robbinsville, New Jersey.
And moving over here on our Red Alliance, we have our Alliance from Gali. On the first spot, life gave them lemons. They threw them out, they built a bot, they made it all the way to Einstein. It's Team 1678.
From Davis, California, the Citrus Circus.
On the second spot, they've got the antlers, they've got the caves, and they've got the hunger to take the win. Team 461.
From West Lafayette, Indiana, hits Westside Boiler Invasion.
And last but not least, it's not red, it's not blue, it's Code Orange, Team 3476.
Another great team from Irvine, California, hits Code Orange. And let's give a round of applause to that 4th robot on the Alliance, Team 59 Ram Tech from Miami, Florida.
We've got thumbs up, and for this match, we're gonna do our countdown in Spanish. So Houston, Energy, Mass, please join us. Drivers, behind the lines, y comenzamos en 3, 2, 1, go!
All 6 robots out and moving here on the energy field. Neither of them shy to a win. Both of them need it badly here. 461 Westside Boiler Invasion docked and engaged. Team Rice doing the same for the Red Alliance as the drivers take control. A quick and hard hit between Westside and Strike Zone, but they both find their way to the loading zone. A game piece in grip. Citrus Circuits fast to finish out a link here for the Blue Alliance, pulling them ahead by just 6 points. Red Alliance never willing to be outdone. They finish out the first link of their own and are well on the way to a second. Code Orange looking for that hybrid node. They deliver the cone and it finds itself safely sitting. Up and over the charge station route is 125, our friends from the Northeast in Massachusetts. They've got a grip on a cone and are headed back to the Red Alliance community. Up extends the telescoping arm and a cube finds its way to the top row. 90 to 84, leading here is the Red Alliance, but not by enough. 82 seconds left in this match, and everyone desperate for a win. Citrus Circuits, they line up and they thread the needle. The cone finds its home. West Side Boiler finishing out the link for the blue in the top row. The entire top row completed for the Red Alliance, nearly the entire middle row as well, as robots continue to fly across the field. Strike Zone delivers another one for the Red Alliance in the hybrid node. Team Rice following it up with a cone of their own, and a 1 point difference becomes 8 as Galileo in blue pulls ahead. Citrus Circuits looking to finish out that middle row by delivering the cone. Code Orange right behind them. They come soaring in and deliver it into the hybrid node. With 26 seconds left on the clock, we've got a completely full grid, and it's supercharged now with 3 additional game pieces. 870 looking to make it a fourth. 15 seconds, and time ticks down. 2 Blue Alliance robots docked and engaged, and the Citrus Circuits from California with the triple. With 5 seconds to go, will Red Alliance balance out? And they do. We'll have your official score in just a moment. Energy Field, the points have been tallied. We had 9 total supercharged nodes. 5 for the red, 4 for the blue. Let's see how that shook out our final score. The Red Alliance pulls it out in the end. Congratulations to our daily alliance with a final score of 211 to 208. But of course, let's remember our gracious professionalism and give a huge round of applause to the members of the Blue Alliance. Team 1678, the Citrus Circuits. Team 3476, Code Orange. Team 461, West Side Boiler Invasion. And of course, Team 59, Ram Tech.
Okay, that was a breathtaking match. We've had a couple of them. Let's break it down.
Yeah, if we go back to round 3, match 9, we'll go ahead and bring up the Zebra Motion Works here, and we can see you can already tell a difference, just clean lines and clean lanes for each one of the alliances here. As we go ahead and play it out, you'll be able to quickly see that the movement is quick. There's the end of Autonomous, and then take a look at that. All 3 were able to fit on the Red Alliance, but then the flow begins. You see on the Blue Alliance, 2 in, 1 out, 2 in, 1 out. Same with the Red Alliance, but in the end, it was the Red Alliance where they were able to, or Galileo that was able to, 25 seconds in, supercharge available and they were able to get 203 to 178.
Well, it's hard to say goodbye to some of the teams in this tournament. We've started with 8 alliances. We're down to 4. So we will go back to the upper bracket a little bit, but we've got a few awards to present this afternoon. And let's move on to our first award presentation.
Please give a big round of applause for your first robotics competition program director and first alum, Colin Fultz.
Good afternoon. All of our volunteers contribute to what makes FIRST FIRST. And each year, we are honored to identify one volunteer as the first robotics competition Volunteer of the Year. We've said it before and we'll say it again, FIRST runs on our volunteers. Can I please have a round of applause for the thousands of volunteers that we have around the world? Now, before we get to this year's first robotics competition Volunteer of the Year, I want to take a moment to thank another group of volunteers who made a significant contribution to the 2023 season. A huge thank you to all the volunteers who helped us develop and implement the double elimination playoff bracket. Have you enjoyed the bracket this year? Thank you to all of those volunteers. The 2023 Volunteer of the Year is a FIRST alum and has been involved with FIRST for many years. They have been volunteering as both a team mentor and an event volunteer since 2008. In FIRST robotics competition, they have volunteered as a judge advisor, a scorekeeper, an event manager, a referee, a queuer, and a volunteer coordinator. In 2017, they began overseeing volunteer coordinators for their entire district. Most recently, in 2021, she accepted the role to help act as a district liaison in developing resources to improve volunteer recruitment and volunteer coordinator training. So, for her significant impact to the program and for her 15 years of volunteering service, I am honored to name Ali Marinari as the 2023 First Robotics Competition Volunteer of the Year. Congratulations, Ali.
Congratulations, Ali. Well deserved. Well, it's time to move on to another First Impact Award finalist video. And this time is from Team 321, the Robo Lancers from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
What is equity?
To the Robolancers, equity means providing each and every student in Philadelphia with the same experiences, resources, and opportunities.
On the Robolancers, our continuous goal is to increase equity within the Philadelphia STEM community. Through our nonprofit, we support over 120 teams, run events, and mentor students to provide continuous support throughout the city. This year, our team has run 14 events and 5 coach training sessions. Throughout the school year, we run workshops across our city where we work directly with students to provide them with technical assistance and connect teams with one another to create a larger STEM community.
We provide teams with funding each year and connect teams with sponsors and grant opportunities to further support their work. To the Robolancers, equity is an essential element of our work. Our goal is to create equitable and accessible opportunities for students in our city and inspire and prepare the next generation of STEM leaders in Philadelphia.
And now, please give a warm First Robotics welcome to Houston's own Soul Street Dance Company. Let's give it up for the Soul Street Dance Company.
All right, coming back down to mass, we are back in our upper bracket. We are starting match number 11. Both of our alliances have gone undefeated so far in this part of our double elimination bracket. One of them will go straight to the final. The other will move down to the lower bracket and battle it out. On the red side, we've got our Hopper champions. And on the blue side, we've got our Curie champions.
All right, Natalie, here in the mass field, let's meet our Hopper Alliance champions on the red side. We begin with a team from California. Give it up for 1323.
From Madera, California, Medtown Robotics.
And making their debut on Einstein, our team from Canada, 2609.
Coming in from Guelph, Ontario, it's Beaverworks.
And the third member of this Hopper Alliance, also from California, baby, 4414.
From Ventura, California, High Tide. And they're joined by 4096 from Champaign, Illinois, Control Z.
Let's get on with our Curie champions ready to win. We've got Captain 6329.
Out of Bucksport, Maine, it's the Bucks Wrath.
In the middle spot, they are joined by this Texas team. It's 148.
From Greenville, Texas, Robo Wranglers.
And give it up for team 818.
From Warren, Michigan, it's the Steel Armadillos. And their fourth member, put your hands together for 302, the Dragons.
Drivers behind the lines. 3, 2, 1, go!
These two undefeated alliances facing off for the first time. 1323 and High Tide coming back with game pieces 5. Blue Alliance countering. 148 gets the last word for the Curie division. 1323 gets a third. And we'll start the tele-operated period with a Hopper lead 53 to Blue 39. 148 quickly cleaning up the midfield. Their partners, Mechanical, the Bucks Wrath, 63-29, scoring a link up top, trying to close this 10-point gap. Beaverworks subbing in. The Canadian team, 2609, contending with Texas, 148. And Curie caps off a 3-point node with 100 seconds for play. Hopper leads 81-67. Madtown completes link number 2. High Tide gets link 3. That'll catapult the Hopper score to 104 to Curie's 73. 85 seconds now. Bucksport team 63-29 gets a link number 2 for the Blue Alliance. Their partners from Greenville, 148, completing link number 3. 70 seconds, Curie keeping it close. 20-point margin. High Tide looking to change that as they extend the Hopper lead with a link on the mid-node for 8. Armadillos spin out of a contact with 2609, and they go right to score a link for the Blue Curie Alliance. 20 seconds from endgame as Madtown fills up link number 7 and 8 for the Hopper Alliance. One more cube up top to complete this grid. High Tide scores down low, continuing to supercharge. 2609, capping off a 3-cone. 1 cube still needed, and Madtown completes the grid for the Hopper Alliance. 20 seconds to continue supercharging. Already count is up to 2. 15 seconds to get on the charge station. Curie trying to counter. Beaverworks on the side, 8 seconds as Curie gets a triple. High Tide helps out, 3, 2, 1. And your official score in just a moment here on Mass. And the winner of this match will be the first position in the finals. Here come the scores. Red Alliance takes away a clean 200 points to Curie's 189. They'll drop down to the lower bracket, match 13.
Houston, we're on energy. There we go. Voice.
We've got voice. So, guys, wow, what an amazing match we had over there at Mass. But we're going to go over to our match number 12 here in Energy. And remember, the team who wins the match gets to go over still to our match number 13. And sadly, the team that doesn't take the win, we're going to have to send them home after an amazing run here in Einstein. We're going to start introducing our match. We have Dali, we have Johnson, and I'm going to go over with Dali. Is that okay with you, Steve?
Sounds good to me.
Perfect.
Let's get it off.
On the first spot for the Red Alliance, they say effort equals results, so I guess we're gonna see some crazy results because they put in crazy effort. Let's hear it for Team 870.
From New York, it's Team Rice.
On the second spot, they've been on FRC since 1997. They've got the smallest flag, but they have the biggest station to win. It's Team 125.
Representing Massachusetts, the Neutrons.
And on the third spot, our Alliance captain, they're in the zone. They want to get the win. Team 5460.
Hailing from Michigan, it's Strike Zone. And that fourth robot on the Alliance, 2590 Nemesis.
Over here in the blue bumpers, it's the Johnson team, starting off with a team that's in their first Alliance showing here, or Einstein showing, excuse me. It's Team 2075.
Enigma Robotics, another phenomenal Michigan team.
Next up, we're going to find Team 973.
Hailing from California, the Gray Bots.
Rounding out this alliance, it's Team 4607.
From Minnesota, it's CIS. And let's hear it for the fourth team on the Alliance, 9312 Nerd Spark from Michigan.
Here we go, drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, go.
All 6 robots desperate to stay in the win. Going and getting those mobility points for leaving their community, collecting game pieces as quickly as they can, and a 6 game piece autonomous for the Blue Alliance. Red trying to match it, but just falling 1 piece short. That lets Johnson lead 53-48. Quick to swerve, each robot taking their own clear path into the community. We've got 3 more cones being delivered, each by a different Red Alliance robot. Enigma Robotics being pinned there by Rice, but they find their way free to deliver the cone and start their way to a second link. Up and over the charge station, 125 finds themselves and right on back to collect another cube. CIS Our Minnesota friends here, Cone in possession, sliding along into the Blue Alliance community, arm outstretched. The Cone doesn't quite find its home on the top node, rather down in the hybrid. The Gray Bots, they pop over the top of the charge station quick as can be before finding their next game piece right in the center field. 133 to 105, and these robots waste no time continuing to score. Red Alliance grid just a mere 4 game pieces from being completely charged up. Blue Alliance desperate to hang in there and do the same. The Minnesota team placing another. California's Gray Bots doing the same and being pinned in 125. They're back up and functional now, up and over that charge station, giving it everything they've got. Will they finish it out? They do. Red Alliance grid nearly charged up. Blue Alliance matching them point for point, but is it enough? Enigma Robotics with that last game piece here for the Blue, looking to supercharge. With 20 seconds left and a 15-point lead, what kind of charge station points will we see? Team Rice alongside Neutrons, they deliver the game pieces necessary, and it's supercharged. CIS dangling precariously on the edge, but they find themselves level with a double for Blue and a triple for Red as the time expires. Remember, this is for all the marbles. One of our teams is going to stay here and advance. The other eliminated. We'll have that official score in just a moment.
Assail him, impale him with monster truck force. In his mind, he's still driving, still making the grade. She's hoping in time that her memories will fade, cause he's racing and pacing and plotting the course. He's fighting and riding on his horse. The sun has gone down and the moon has come up, and long ago somebody left with the cup. But he's striving and driving and hugging the turns and thinking of someone for whom he still burns.
Here at the First Championship 2023 presented by BAE Systems. Down in the lower bracket, an incredible match to be sure. Let's find out who is advancing and who will be eliminated. The scores are in. And the Red Alliance comes away victorious. You'll see on the screen 201 to 201, a tie, folks. The tiebreaker there, the tech fouls. A cleaner match played by the members of our Red Alliance, so they will advance through our lower bracket. But let's show our gracious professionalism and give that huge round of applause to the members of the Blue Alliance and our Johnson Field representatives. Team 2075 Enigma Robotics. Team 973 the Gray Bots. Team 9312 Nerd Spark, and of course, Team 4607 CIS.
Oh, take a deep breath after that one. What a match. We've seen it all. We finally had a tie. An unfortunate way to go out, but them's the rules.
Yeah, unfortunately, they were in match 12. 17 points in penalties, and that tech foul definitely hurt during that match for match 12.
Yeah, let's back up a little bit to match number 11, and with a little help from our friends at the RoboSports Network, we're using the replay machine. So let's see, what did we see in match number 11?
Yeah, I want to draw attention here to the end game, and here with 16 seconds left, just to set the stage here, we can see the Blue Alliance already had 7 links. The Red Alliance had 9 links already set there. But as we see, just at the last, with 15 seconds left to go, 2609 just falls off right there. And we can see that immediately, within a second, 1323, 4414, call an audible, come on the other side of the field. 44-14 pushes them off, but then able to recover with only 4 seconds left. And in 4 seconds, they were able to balance, get to, and because they were so far ahead, they were able to go ahead and pull out the win.
Well, we're going to take a little break here because Daly will play again, back-to-back. We need one more alliance. It's going to end up in the finals. So we're going to send it down to the floor for a little bit more fun and entertainment.
And now, please put your hands together and make some noise for the Texans Deep Steel Thunder. Give it up one more time for the Texans Deep Steel Thunder.
Nice job, Thunder. All right, we've got another First Impact Finalist Award video to check out. This time it's Team 118, the Robonauts from Houston, Texas.
If the ceiling is the highest level that someone can aspire to reach, the floor is a foundation below which no one can fall. Raising the floor for all is a blueprint to providing a more equitable experience, inspiring students to pursue their passions. Robonauts are dedicated, supportive, inspiring, and passionate. We raise Robonauts from a young age, dedicating time and resources to shape our future. We support 129 youth robotics teams across 34 campuses. We inspire our community, providing volunteer support and executing demos at many events throughout the year, elevating the message of FIRST everywhere we go. We grow a passion for building robots. Working with mentors and peers, Robonauts rise and thrive as engineers and individuals. 100% of Robonauts graduate high school, with 93% pursuing a career in STEM. At competition, the Robonauts provide technical support through the Robonauts Robot Rescue, R-Cubed. With a mission to ensure that teams can safely enter the playing field with competitive robots, Robonauts stand ready to assist, providing aid and resources to any team in need. Every year, the Robonauts design EveryBot, an affordable, competitive, and elegant robot, reaching beyond to uplift robotics across the globe. This year, we provided almost 150 pages of comprehensive build documentation, robot code, and CAD. Additionally, we answer questions around the clock on our popular EveryBot Discord. We make it so any FRC team, anywhere in the world, has the opportunity to create a competitive robot regardless of financial or practical limitations. EveryBot raises the floor for all. To the Robonauts, FIRST means more than just robots. It means having an outlet to encourage members of our team and community. It means creating accessible resources that have the capability to raise the floor, no matter what level you find yourself at. Let's see how high we can take it.
We are Robotics!
All right, we're having all kinds of fun up here, catching t-shirts, throwing them back. We've got one more finalist to recognize, and that is 5665 Team Spark from Istanbul, Turkey.
In 2015, one of the oldest FRC teams of Turkey was born. Our journey started with 18 students and a mentor. We are now more than 100 people and 18 mentors. With the passion that drives our motivation, we strive to achieve great professionalism while trying to reach as many people as we can.
So basically, Spark consists of 5 main divisions, which are mechanics, software development, drive team and squad team, public relations, and lastly, safety. While we are managing our team, we strive to create a balanced and safe environment. So let's take a journey in time and talk about our projects, shall we?
In collaboration with Idea Universal, we have created an education system and translated many apps and games in various subjects to create an education system.
For our game design project, our software development team and PR team collaborated to create an interactive quiz-like game called First Steps. The objective of the game is to teach children about first core values and STEM culture.
And next is our long-standing project, PayaSTEM. This initiative began in 2018 with only 10 people and has now become the biggest STEM center in our country.
PayaSTEM has launched 2 projects to address 2 significant issues: helping disabled individuals adapt to social life and reducing inequalities in education. We have also revived our Disabled Glasses project. The glasses can now identify individuals in the surrounding environment and detect whether they are wearing masks or not.
Additionally, we initiated a project named Hear My Voice, Get to Know Me to create awareness on mental health, discrimination, and sexual orientation. Conferences were organized with psychologists to discuss these. We also collaborated with 3 teams to create an awareness team. The team collected used masks, recycled them, and used them in our robot. In the realm of FRC, we've established Team Kaiser, Team Perseus, and 13 other teams. Likewise, in the field of FLL, we've set up 7 teams. Our next major stride is to establish a new team overseas.
At Sparks 5665, we aim to change the world and make an impact. We strive to do so with dignity, stay true to ourselves and to the first values. Spark is aware, we are aware.
Well, Houston, we have 1 finalist. That's the Hopper Alliance. We need 1 more, and that's going to happen right here with match number 13. It'll either be the Curie Alliance on red or the Daily Alliance on blue. This is actually a rematch from match number 8 in round 2, which went to the Curie Alliance, but only by 12 points. Natalie, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Let's introduce the teams. Over here on the red side, the Curie Alliance. We begin with team 818.
From Warren, Michigan, the Steel Armadillos.
Their alliance partners were right here in the state of Texas, 148.
From Greenville, Texas, the Robo Wranglers.
And your alliance captains, their slogan is, if you mess with the Bucks, you get the horns, baby. 63-29.
On the Bucks board, Maine, it's the Bucks Wrath, and they're joined by 302 from Lake Orion, Michigan, the Dragons.
On our blue side, we've got our Daily Alliance. They've been fighting their way through the lower bracket. They're ready to win 1 more, so they get to Einstein. Daily, you ready to go? Let's meet our captains. It's 54-60.
From Lapeer, Michigan, it's Strike Zone.
They are joined by Team 125.
Representing Revere, Massachusetts, the Neutrons.
And make some noise for Team 870.
Out of Southold, New York, Team Rice. And their 4th member, make some noise for 2590 out of Robbinsville, New Jersey. It's Nemesis.
All right, here we go, match 13. To find out who our second Einstein finalist is going to be. Drivers behind the lines. 3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go in match 13. The last shot for the finals. Blue and red coming out to midfield for game pieces number 4 and 5. 8-18 is balanced for 12. Buck's Wrath couldn't find the cube. Robo Wranglers do. And 870 did not get level before the bell rang. Daly is up 44 to 42. Coming back home already, 870. And 54-60 strike zone. Score up top, completing the first link of the match. Quickly answered by the Steel Armadillos on Curie. It's a tie match, 59 all. Colliding in the center strike zone finds the Buck's Wrath as 63-29 transitions, but the cone drops down to a hybrid node. Daly takes advantage and the lead as the Neutrons cap off a mid node for 3. Robo Wranglers here to answer. Cube goes in for 3, and Curie pulls ahead by 2. 85 seconds for the fight for the last spot. 125 switches to defense as they hold off the Buck's Wrath. Then they switch back and head across the charge station. Aiming for a mid node, they get 3 points for the Daily Alliance, who now tried to pull in the lead, quickly pulled back for the Curie with a cube and a link, thanks to the Steel Armadillos. Less than a minute for play. It's all tied up. Blue Alliance, 54-60, gets a link up top. That'll be 6 for the Daily Alliance. Curie only has 4, make that 5, thanks to 63-29. 35 seconds for play. Neutrons get one up to complete link number 6. It's 7. And now in the final 30 seconds, Daly is up by only 9. 8-18 quickly close that gap, and their partners win 148 waiting on the charge station. 3 red robots roll up. 10 points a bot, 10 seconds to score. Neutrons get one more low node scored, and they balance. 3, 2, 1. And going to the finals will be the Daily Alliance, 203 to 181. It's a clean match. Daly advances to the finals, and Curie had an excellent run. They are led by 63-29, the Buck's Wrath. Their partners, 148, the Robo Wranglers, joined by 880, the Steel Armadillos, and 302, the Dragons. Put your hands together for an incredible Curie Alliance.
Well, we started with 8 alliances. We are down to 2. Curie won that the first time. Daly learned from that match and came back with a victory. What'd you see?
It was so close. Coming out of Autonomous, it was just 2 points separating them, with Daly taking the lead by just 2 points, 44 to 42. And if we go back to our Zebra Motion Works, we can see exactly what happened in 5 times speed here. As we see right out of Autonomous, we have action on both sides of the field, and again, look, all 3, 125 holding back there, and now they got the 2 in, 1 out there. Red Alliance just perfectly in flow, but all of them scoring. They were nearly tied throughout the entire match there until that very end as Blue starts pulling away, and you can see how much more Blue is actually getting and scoring pieces throughout the entire match here.
You know, and one of the things we have not mentioned yet, which has just amazed me all year, is the skill of these drivers. It's beautiful to watch. It's a ballet with metal.
It definitely is, and you can see how that played out there in the Zebra Motion Works. And you can see it on the field as well. Swerve drive on every team, going through, swerving in and out, in and out. If there's ever a stop, they just purr away. So we can see how Blue was able to pull the win here. Congratulations to the Daily.
So just a poetic medal in motion.
That's it.
Well, we have our finalists. We will set up the final field. And before we do that, before we get to that match, Janelle is down on the field with a finalist.
Hey everybody, I'm here with Charlia from Team 5460. They were the 5th seeded alliance on the Daily division. You just saw that last match. It was pretty insane. So Charlia, what do you do for the team and how does it feel?
So I'm our business, electrical, and mechanical person, and so it feels great. We've never made it this far, so it's really exciting and it's a new experience.
And this is Charlia's first year driving. You guys really had to kind of fight your way through this in the lower bracket. What was your strategy through all of these matches?
Mostly just be consistent, just keep scoring as much as you can, and being in the lower bracket really just lights a fire under you to keep going.
Absolutely, and a lot of practice too, right? Getting to change those strategies around as you need. So Charlia, how did your robot change throughout the season? Was there any maybe innovation that you saw, something didn't work right at the first competition and you changed it?
So our first competition with our intakes, we could only pick up cones consistently, and that was good, but we also knew to make it as far as we have, we needed to pick up cubes. So we changed the geometry and we are now able to do both.
That's incredible. Great innovation, great job kind of seeing something that maybe didn't work, you wanted to improve and making it better. So thank you so much everybody for listening, and let's go and see some more exciting matches.
And now please put your hands together for the founder of First, Dean Kamen.
Greetings. Greetings. I have some really good news for you. After 3 days of this, I'm losing my voice. For those of you that are not rookies, you know there's some pretty strong traditions at First, including every year we recognize some body or some organization for being incredibly valuable to the ongoing growth of First. And that's the Founders Award, and it's this clock, which I built many years ago, and it goes year after year to somebody else. And it's particularly a clock to remind people that time keeps moving on, and next year we need to do more and recognize more people that help make this happen. But before, and there's 2 other traditions, by the way, that I'm involved in. And again, if you're not a rookie, you know I give homework. And another is I have a special request in the way we thank everybody. And I'm going to get to those 2 pieces of our tradition right after this. But I want to make one observation and give you one question first. My observation is that we have just seen some incredibly intense competition, pure competition among robots. From the first LEGO League level to the first Tech Challenge level to here in first robotics level, intense competition. We've seen arms busted off robots. But my observation is that through all that competition, the cooperation that is part of the ethos and the culture of First is stronger than ever. And you see all the kids working together. And under the high pressure of battle, as many of the robots lose, we see nothing but gracious professionalism. We see nothing but support from everybody, for everybody. That's my observation. It's working. FIRST is just a magical place. But my question for all of you is, wouldn't you like to see the whole world acting like FIRST? Wouldn't you like to see the world competing, making things better and better and better? Well, I'm going to get back to that question in a minute, because I think I have an answer to that question. But first, as I said, we get to recognize some organization or sometimes an individual to carry this clock for the next year with the burden of helping us go even further and even faster. I asked the whole board of FIRST, as I do every year, who do they think should get that level of recognition this year? And they came back with a very quick, instant answer. Dean, he's another one of those people that retired from FIRST. In fact, he used to be the guy that ran FIRST. But we need him. We brought him back. He's on the board. He's here with us today. And so the board says it's time to recognize Don Bossi. Get out here. Thank you, Don. Thank you. So, he's your 2023 Founders Award recipient. Make sure he works hard to earn it. Thank you. So the answer to the question of why doesn't the whole world act like a giant FIRST competition, where people work hard, they compete, they share better solutions, they compete to be the best, but they cooperate and support each other. I was trying to think, I like to find a quote that's applicable, and I kept thinking of one that might show the difference between how the world works and how FIRST works, and why you want the world to be like FIRST. And I thought of one from a former president of the United States, Franklin Roosevelt, who said in the middle of World War II, one of the most destructive eras in human history, what he said was, we can't always build the future for our youth. We must build our youth for the future. He was right. And what he said back then is every bit as relevant today. And if you look at how FIRST operates, and you really do imagine our ethos and our principles more effectively guiding cultures around the world, it will be a much better place. So here's my homework. The context of my homework, as I've said since day one, we've got to get what happens at FIRST to be more spread to more kids more quickly all over the world. I've given homework that most people said wouldn't work, like let's get the whole Congress and Senate to approve the ability to make a commemorative coin, a silver dollar that for the first time in the history of the United States had a private organization first on it and a teacher on it, and we did it. We got it done, right? And we did that because I asked every team to talk to your legislators and tell them that it was important to you. And no one team, no one individual could have done it, but collectively, we did it. So, as I said, tradition around here is homework and a thank you. But in addition to traditions, we need to change over time. We need to adopt new things. So I'm going to change the homework a little this time, and I hope the students are really going to like this change. Because instead of asking you to do the homework, I'm going to ask you to give homework to a few critical groups, including the entire staff of FIRST. You're going to give homework to Chris Moore and his whole team. Because what we're going to tell Chris is there are fantastic stories out there. Almost every team that's been involved in FIRST has an incredible story about the impact that FIRST has had on so many people. But he and his team, who I'm always beating on to grow FIRST, more and more teams around the country and around the world, needs those stories. So I'm going to ask every team here to write the best, most compelling proof with facts about what FIRST has done for you, your team, and your community. And you're going to deliver that, all of it, to Chris and his team. Then I can go and tell him, Chris, you better deliver a lot more growth next year based on all of this powerful information you have. And I expect when we get together next year, we're going to be way bigger. FIRST Lego League, FIRST Tech Challenge, FIRST Robotics, because they're all going to be watching, along with me. So you got the homework. You better deliver. The second thing that I'm going to change this year, and then I'll sit down and shut up and let you see the championship match. Every year since we started, I would point out that none of the people that make this possible are doing it for me. So I always say it would be kind of pathetic for me to stand here and thank them. And I always end up saying, and it's always been very, I think, exhilarating to me, I would say, I want all the kids to stand up and show how much they appreciate everybody, and they would do it. But this time, I'm not going to do that. Just like I'm asking you now to help me give the homework, not do the homework, I got a new plan here. I can't be the only one that's not a student that is seeing the incredible imagination, commitment, effort, brilliance of all the kids on all the teams. I'm not the only one that's watched how much you people have grown. I can't be the only one that is inspired by the kids. When I formed FIRST for inspiration and recognition of science and technology, my model was I'm going to get world-class people from the world of tech to inspire kids to work hard in the field of science and technology. And we were supposed to be inspiring you. I can't be the only one in this place that, in fact, is inspired by all the kids. And it occurred to me that the reason we have 200,000 volunteers, the reason that we have so many people dedicated to making all this happen is because they also are inspired by the quality and the action and the attitude of all the kids on all the teams. So this year, I'm going to say to all the kids, why don't you just sit there And everybody that's not a kid on a team is going to stand up and show you how much they appreciate what you're doing for your generation and the world. So now you're going to get back to watching a few robots win. But it's not just a statement that we make. I really want everybody in this room to put this in your permanent memory, that everybody here is a huge winner. Everybody here is lucky that they're here. And what I really hope is that every one of you, the students and everybody else, puts this deep in your memory and in your soul, and as you go on to college and on to careers, and we build a world that you wish acted like FIRST, you can make that world by helping us spread what we do. And when you see tough times and there's high pressure and you're frustrated and you're anxious, just remember back to what this community has done for you and think about what we ought to be doing for the rest of the world with this very, very special thing called FIRST. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean. And thank you to all the students who inspire us. We are so inspired because we are now at the finals. Things change a little bit here. This is best 2 out of 3. No more double elimination. We play until one alliance wins 2 matches. It's been a long week. We've expended a lot of energy. But I know you still have some energy in you. And to get you energized, here's our friend Crowditron to pump you up.
welcome to Einstein! Natalie, we're ready for our first final match of this World Championship here in Houston. Man, we've got one hell of a weekend.
It's gonna be crazy.
And now for the Red Alliance, we're gonna start introducing our Hopper Alliance. Who's rooting for Hopper? Come on, everyone. Don't take it personal, Blue Alliance, but I'm with them. See, I've been wearing red all weekend long, and it's because of our Hopper Alliance right here. On the first spot, they're ready to go crazy, scoring points. They're our Alliance captains. It's team 1323.
From Madera, California, Madtown Robotics.
On the second spot, we've got the robot that screams like a siren, and they're ready to eliminate the Blue Alliance team, 4096.
Control Z from Champaign, Illinois.
And on the third spot, the robot Tsunami is ready to swipe out any competition from the Blue Alliance. They've got this. It's team 4414.
High Tide from Ventura, California. The fourth member of the Hopper Alliance is 2590.
Over in Blue Bumpers, we've got our Daily Alliance. They have been pushing, they have been fighting, they made their way through that lower bracket. They are here on Einstein, ready to take it on. We've got our captains, the striking team. It's 5460.
Strike Zone from Lapeer, Michigan.
Joining them in their 26th season, it's team 125.
Neutrons from Revere, Massachusetts.
And please give it up for team 870.
T. Bryce from Southold, New York. The fourth member of the Blue Alliance is Nemesis, 2590 from Robbinsville, New Jersey. The fourth member of the Red Alliance is 2609 Beaverworks from Ontario, Canada.
Houston, we're almost ready to start with our final match number 1. But before we do it, we're gonna welcome both alliances on the field for our traditional gracious professionalism and competition handshake here. So please welcome once more our Hopper Alliance on the field.
Let's go, Daily, come on out.
And guys, please do our traditional handshake. Let's hear it for our 8 teams here, finalists on Einstein. Houston, who here is rooting for our Red Alliance?
What about for the Blue Alliance? Give it up.
Where's the crew for our Red Alliance?
Even louder for the Blue Alliance.
Natalie, we've got thumbs up from our FTA. We're waiting for thumbs up from our head ref. Okay, it looks like we're good to go. We're gonna do our countdown in Spanish. Please help us out. No? Final touch-ups. Remember, we like to keep things exciting here at Champs. Every detail counts for those auto points.
Houston, keep up that energy. It's getting loud. It's getting charged up.
We have thumbs up. We're counting down in Spanish. Please help us out. Drivers behind the lines, and we're starting in 3, 2, 1, go!
Here's our first finals match on Einstein. Hopper is in red, Daly is in blue. 44-14 doing double game piece auto. 40-96 control Z. Up, dock, and engage. Blue has got 3 game pieces during that auto. Red got 5. Red Alliance has the lead, 50-36, as the human drivers take control of their robots. 44-14, high tide, over, grabbing a cone from their loading station. 125, Neutrons acting a little skittish down here. Their light is blinking, but they're not moving very fast. 2 blue robots screaming back and forth. Neutrons on the Blue Alliance, 125, going a little bit slower. 13-23, Madtown Robotics heading over and grabbing a code from their loading station. 40-96, Control Z up and over their charge station. With 90 seconds to go, Red Alliance has the lead, 98-69. Both alliances have 2 links scored. 40-96 placing a code up high. 44-14 going low. Here goes 13-23 for the Red Alliance. Madtown Robotics. Once again, 123 sitting here on the side. Oh, there they go. They kind of wake up a little bit, moving around. 54-60 strike zone from Lapeer, Michigan, heading over to grab a cube from their loading station. 137-77. Red Alliance taking a really big lead right now. 44-14 screaming up there with great speed. 40-96 going a little bit slower. They have to go up and over that charge station. 45 seconds to go. Hopper on red has the lead, 155-95. 125 Neutrons from Revere, Massachusetts. They're slowly trying to creep up that blue charge station. They leap forward a little bit more. Now they're on the other side, tipping it towards their grid. 25 seconds to go. 40-96 is already up for the Red Alliance. 44-14 looks like they're getting ready to join them. On the Blue Alliance, they have 125 and 870 going up. Red Alliance has a 3 robot dock and engage, and this match ends in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Einstein final is in the books. The Red Alliance filled their grid and they supercharged it 7 times during that match. Take a look at the scoreboard. We're going to see which alliance took the advantage here in Einstein's final match 1. Red Alliance winning a new high score here, 213-141. Back to Blair in the studio.
All right, that one takes your breath away. That was just, they came out of the gates screaming and they never looked back.
Absolutely, Blair. What? Out of autonomous, so they're already ahead 50-36. But I want to draw attention to the replay here. When they started supercharging, if we go to the replay, we're able to see, all right, 50 seconds left on the clock here. Let's go ahead and see where that the grid is. Look at 50 seconds on the field and everything is already filled up. So the reason they were able to get 7 times supercharge, they filled the grid with nearly a minute left on the clock.
Hopper hasn't lost a match in the finals yet. Daly they lost one, and then they had to work their way across the lower bracket to get to the finals. So they've played a few more matches than Hopper has, but Hopper is a powerhouse.
No doubt about that, and you can see full power. Even their second robot was able to also supercharge, so all of them getting into the supercharge nodes here, and they were able to push to 7. So definitely a strong performance. Hope to see Daly come back and 125 fix any issues that they had on their robot.
We started with 15 states, 6 are still represented, and it's still an international competition because Canada is still in the mix as well. Another fun fact is that each of these alliances has a world champion on it. 1323, Madtown, won it in 2019 from California. And you got to go back a ways, but 125 is a world champion in the year 2001.
That was my freshman year.
All right, we have one more award to present, and we're going to do that as our teams set up again for finals match number 2. And that is the First Impact Award. We have 6 finalists. You've met them. Let's cheer them on. First Impact.
And now, please give it up for first Board of Directors member and first alum, Melissa Smith.
You can see your life out the window tonight.
The First Impact Award is the most prestigious award at First, and it honors the team that best represents a model for other teams to emulate and best embodies the purpose and goals of First. The First Impact Award is presented to the team judged to have the most significant, measurable impact of its partnerships among its participants and community over a sustained period, not just in a single build season. The winner is able to demonstrate progress towards First's mission of transforming our culture. The recipient team will be invited to the 2024 First Championship and is now a member of the First Hall of Fame. Cities can be a difficult environment to propagate First programs. This team has removed barriers to success. Here is our list of their top 3 accomplishments. 3, trained coaches and mentors on both technical and business matters. 2, provided transportation to events. 1, succeeded in winning a contract as an after-school program. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Team 321, Robo Lancers.
There was a time I knew a girl of a different kind. We ruled the world. I thought I'd never lose her out of sight. We were so young. I think of her now and then. I still hear the songs reminding me of a friend. Upon a hill across the blue lake, that's where I had my first heartbreak. I still remember how it all changed. My father said, don't you worry, child.
Congratulations.
She has got a plan for you. Don't you worry,
congratulations. I guess they got you. You want to stand by the banner? Stand by the banner. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Macarena. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena. Macarena.
Now don't you worry about my boyfriend, the boy whose name is Vitorino. I don't want him, couldn't stand him, he was no good, so I...
Now, come on, what was I supposed to do? He was out of town, and his two friends were so fine.
Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena. Macarena. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena. Macarena.
Slide Part 2, featuring the Platinum Band, and this time we're gonna get funky. To the left. Everybody clap your hands. Take it back now, y'all. Cha-cha, real smooth. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. Now it's time to get funky. This is something new, the Casper Slide Part 2, featuring the Platinum Band, and this time we're gonna get funky. Cha-cha, real smooth. Take it back now, y'all. Slide Part 2, featuring the Platinum Band. And this time, we're gonna get funky. Cha-cha real smooth. Take it back now, y'all. Everybody clap your hands. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, let's start. Cha-cha real smooth. Take it back now, y'all. To the left. Cha-cha now, y'all. Now it's time to get funky.
I stay out too late. Got nothing in my brain. That's what people say. That's what people say. I go on too many dates, but I can't make them stay. At least that's what people say. That's what people say. But I keep cruising. Can't stop, won't stop moving. It's like I got this music in my mind saying it's gonna be alright. 'Cause the player's gonna play, 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 play. And the haters gonna hate, 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 baby. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it off, shake it off. Heartbreaker's gonna break, 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 break. And the faker's gonna fake, 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 baby. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. I shake it off, I shake it off. I never miss a beat. I'm lightning on my feet, and that's what they don't see. That's what they don't see. I'm dancing on my own. I'll make the moves up as I go. And that's what they don't know. That's what they don't know. But I keep cruising. Can't stop, won't stop grooving. It's like I got this music in my mind saying it's gonna be alright. 'Cause the player's gonna play, 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 play. And the haters gonna hate, 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 baby. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it off, shake it off. Heartbreaker's gonna break, 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 break. And the faker's gonna fake, 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 baby. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. I shake it off, I shake it off. Shake it off, I shake it off. I shake it off, I shake it off. I shake it off, I shake it off. I shake it off, I shake it off.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey, hey, Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey, hey, Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey, hey, Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey.
Where it began, I can't begin to know, but then I know it's growing strong. Wasn't the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Touching hands, reaching out touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe there never was, but now I look at the night and it don't seem so lonely. We fill it up with only two. And when I hurt, hurting runs off my shoulders. How can I hurt when holding you? Warm, touching, reaching out, touching me, touching. Times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe there never was. Oh, no, no. Go! Go!
I love the west side. I love the east side. It's time to pull it. Put your pinky rings up to the moon. I love the east side. I love the west side. I love the east side. It's time to pull it. I love the west side. I love the east side. It's time to pull it.
Pop, pop, it's showtime. 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 Guess who's back again? Oh, they don't know. Downtown. Oh, they don't know. Downtown. I bet they know as soon as we walk in. Showed up. I'm wearing Cuban links. Yeah. Designer mix. Yeah. Inglewood's finest shoes. Whoop, whoop. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Known to give the color red the blues. Woo, kill 'em. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Second verse for the hustlers. Gangsters. I cannot preach, I cannot preach. I gotta show them how I can get it in. First, take your sip, do your dip, spend your money like, ooh, we too fresh. Got to blame it on Jesus. Hashtag blessed. They ain't ready for me. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Hey girls, what y'all trying to do? What you trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out.
You know you love me, I know you care. Just shout whenever, and I'll be there. You want my love, you want my heart, and we will never, ever, ever be apart. Are we an item? Don't quit playing. We're just friends. What are you saying? Said there's another, and look right in my eyes. My first love broke my heart for the first time, and I was like,
get going. We have Hopper and Red. They've won one. Daly is going to fight. Noticeably and notably, the last match Daly won on this field put them into our Einstein finals. So it's probably good luck, probably good vibes. I think Daly's gonna take it. Marlena, introduce us to the Red Alliance.
Natalie, I've told you all, I'm with Hopper. I've been wearing red all the championship for a reason. I think we're gonna get it in one more match. But we'll see. We know in champ, it's always what we're gonna get. Am I clear? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, you're good. Thank you, just making sure. So we're gonna start introducing our Red Alliance. They're coming from Hopper. We don't wanna make the hustle of a third match. We wanna take it right now on the first spot. Guys, this is a fun fact and it's driving me crazy. The robot from our Alliance captain and Hopper has only lost one single match this entire regional, and it was actually on qualification matches of Central Valley Regional. They want to make the win clean, and they want to be Einstein champion 16, 13, 23.
From Madera, California, Madtown Robotics.
On the second spot, they're ready to eliminate the competition, eliminate the third match, take the blue banner team, 4096.
Control Z from Champaign, Illinois.
And on the third position, they know all about being up on top and ending up on a high note. It's team 4414.
From Ventura, California, High Tide. The fourth member of the Red Alliance is 2609 Beaverworks from Ontario, Canada.
All right, Houston, let's welcome our Blue Alliance, our daily champions. We're starting with the Alliance captains all the way from Michigan. Give it up for Team 5460.
From Lapeer, Michigan, Strike Zone.
This team had their last Einstein win 22 years ago. They're looking for another win today. Give it up for 125.
Neutrons from Revere, Massachusetts.
And we have all the way from New York, Team 870.
T. Bryce from South Hold, New York. The fourth member of the Blue Alliance is Nemesis 2590 from Robbinsville, New Jersey.
Houston, let's count it down together. Everybody in the venue, let's hear you say it. Drivers behind the lines. In 3, 2, 1, go!
Here's our second final match on Einstein. Red won the last time. They want to win again to become our champions. Red places 4 game pieces. Blue has 4 up. 4096, docked and engaged. 870, docked and engaged. Both alliances getting 5 game pieces. It's a close match. 47 to 45. Red has a very slight lead as the human operators take control of their robots. 870 Team Rice screaming over. They have a cone. They're going up in the middle. Boom, there's a collision in the middle of the field. 1323 running into 5460. No damage there. They continue on. Here comes 4414. They run into 125. They kick a cube into a scoring position. 4096 going up in the middle of their grid. 1323, Madtown Robotics going back to get some more ammunition. We have robots parts in the field right now. There's a hunk of plexiglass over by the blue charge station. 1323 going up high with a cone. Here comes 125 Neutrons up and over their charge station. They have a cube. They get in the way of their alliance partner 870, but they are temporarily unfazed. 870 placing their cube up high. 5 links for red, 4 links for blue. 123 to 115 with 1 minute to go. Red Alliance has the lead. 5460, here they come. They've got a cone. They're quickly placing it. Oh, they have a miss. They get it down. 4414 returning back to their grid. Jumping a cube down there. Red Alliance has 5 links. Blue has 6, now 7. Blue's taking the lead, 148 to 130. Blue, we have a blue robot down, 870. Team Rice from Southwold, New York. They were going over that bump there. There's a cable tray, and they're back in the ride. 154 to 148. 30 seconds to go. Red now has the lead. 4096 Control Z, first red robot up on the charge station. 125 Neutrons, they're getting up on the blue. 1323 returning back with a game piece. They're going to try to place it in there. 8-9, the Red Alliance has completed their grid. They're supercharging. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have a double, triple on the charge stations. Red Alliance was able to supercharge 6. Blue was also able to supercharge 6. This is our second finals match here on Einstein. Red won the first one. If they win again, we have some champions. If not, we go to a tiebreaker. Let's find out right now. Post-set score. Red Alliance winning. We have a new champion here on Einstein. Red Alliance led by Madtown Robotics 1323 from Madera, California. Hopper, our winner. Back to you, Blair.
Houses, but my heart warms when I see the old building beside the football fields.
I've been a dream, time after time. I've done my sin, I've committed no crime, and bad mistakes I've made a few. I've had my share of sand kicked in my face, but I've gone through.
Ending to a fantastic week, a fantastic season. Great matches all weekend long, all season long. Charged Up was a fun game to play. Thanks you for your help in the booth, Renee. Amazing analysis. Thanks for all the work from the mentors, the teams, the volunteers. It was a great season from January till now, but that is the end of Charged Up, presented by Haas. But we'll be back next year, and you'll be there. Congratulations, everybody. Thanks for a great week. Keep first.